You're all set. Good morning, everyone. Last few days of Healthy for the Holidays series. Real quick, I'll put in the comments here the link to sign up for the free webinar next Friday. That free webinar is for anyone who has struggled to keep the commitments you've made to yourself. If you have had a goal and you've had struggle achieving it, if you have achieved the goal but then gone back, if you have questions about whether or not your program is working for you or why isn't your diet working for you, you will not want to miss this webinar. I'm going to talk about some different aspects of who you are that might be getting in the way of you being able to accomplish what you say you want to accomplish, like your nervous system that gets in the way of you being able to accomplish your goals, your belief system and identity, the way habits are formed and the way habits play out in our lives. All of these things that get in the way of us being able to achieve what we want to achieve without us really knowing that it's getting in the way. So you don't want to miss that webinar. It's for free. I put the link in all the links are where all this, wherever you're watching this. So Facebook, YouTube, Mighty Network, the links are all there for you to sign up for the free webinar. So today, I wanted to talk about something that I talk about quite a bit, but it's a perfect time to remind you of this concept, which is if you have set New Year's resolutions or goals or intentions or whatever you want to call it, and you're hit the ground running and you're going to stick to them and you're going to stay committed, what I want to remind you is that we need to say no to things in order to make space for the new things that we're trying to put in. So if you have set resolutions or goals or intentions, and you have just said, I'm going to stick this in here, I'm going to insert that there, I'm going to add this goal, I'm going to add this time at the gym, I'm going to add this to my, grocery list and then shopping list and then cooking list and then planning list, right? The mistake that we make is that in the adding of something that is going to feel difficult to the brain, it doesn't have a whole lot of space that is free at the moment, right? So for the most part, people don't walk around with a whole lot of free time on their hands, just looking for ways to fill it, right? Even if the way that you have filled it has been scrolling on your phone or, binging Netflix or whatever, you have been filling that time for the most part. And so when you go to add something to it, that is going to feel like struggle to the brain. And when the brain feels struggle, it wants to conserve its energy and take the path of least resistance, do what it knows best. And it will take you back to what it knows best. And you will very quickly be pulled away from this new thing that you've committed to and decided that you want to do. That's how easily we lose sight of our New Year's resolutions and goals, because we're trying to add, never thinking about where it fits in. We're trying to add, and the brain doesn't like that, making it harder. It wants to make it easier, wants to take the path of least resistance. So it's going to pull you away from something that feels hard. Okay. And so usually in the first few weeks, right? This is pretty standard in the first few weeks, we can overcome the hard. Okay, just do it, just push through it. It's no big deal. I've got this. I'm committed. I can do this, whatever. Then when life starts to kind of go back to normal, we move away from the holiday season. We don't have this energy, this motivation wave of, this surge of insight into the new year, and we start to go back to our regularly scheduled routine. When things are hard, the brain goes, yeah, that's got to go. That's out. I'm going back to what I always know, which is a way of eating or a way of moving or a way of being that does not feel like it's serving you or aligned with your goals. So as you are thinking about executing on these New Year's resolutions and plans and goals and intentions, all the things that you have, think about where there is space and where you can make space by saying no to something else so that you can say yes to the thing that you want, so that there is space for it. So it won't feel so difficult to the brain, and the brain is not so likely to tell you to stop doing it. Okay. That's what I want you to chew on today. I will see you here, same time, same place tomorrow for our last few days of Healthy for the Holidays 2023.